thing off. There we go. You guys hear me now? I'm glad let me know. Thanks to everybody who let me know I was muted. This mic, see, it has like this color scheme to it, and when it's red, it's on. But if you tap the top of it, it goes off. So my apologies for that. And I'm glad you guys let me know. Thanks, appreciate you guys for letting me know. All you guys missed me saying was that the playoffs has been super frustrating. If I go back, I talked about giving out the Pacers team total over 114, over 114 and a half yesterday. Excuse me. And the Indiana Pacers on the spread, I like both. They built a 17-point lead, and then they proceed to just throw it away throughout the rest of the game. The Bucks really come in and lock up defensively, so they don't cover the 5.5. Team total overdid cash, but the reason why it's frustrating is because I gave out the Pacers minus the 5.5 as a 1.1 unit play to win a unit, and then the team total just 0.75. So if you played it the way I gave it out, you still lost almost a half unit. And I said this before, the playoffs have not been kind to me. So far, I'm getting smoked. You guys can see the numbers; they're right there. I never run from it, but and I'm always honest. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm on a really cold streak right now. I thought I should have went easily 2-0 on these plays yesterday, and we'll get it back today though. We'll get it back. It's a long postseason. I'm very interested in getting my money back. I hate losing. So appreciate you guys for sharing that. Let's see. Alan says, haven't caught the show in a couple of weeks. There's no reason to take the Lakers tonight, so they're probably the way to go. Good luck to all with your plays. Appreciate this comment, Alan. JFX talking about the Suns and Lakers are done. Chill says, yo, you do it WNBA? Yeah, Chill. I will be doing WNBA. I'm looking forward to it too. I definitely am. Jordan says, Boston game over for my play for the day. Got it at 204 plus money early this morning. 203.5. Midnight says on DraftKings right now. What up to my guy Justin? He says, run them likes up. By so many non-members. Appreciate you, Justin. Thank you for letting me know I was muted, Marcus. A lot of people letting me know I was muted. Appreciate you guys. You should be able to hear me now though. All right. Let's see. All right, let me get to the bottom of the comments. Let's see what else. Peasy, what's going on, Peasy? He says, man, that Suns game under 218 live. Like I said, I fell asleep. Oh, I don't know if you guys mentioned that. I'm still sick. I think I'm getting worse, honestly. This is day number 3 for me being sick. And last night, I was probably muted when I said this earlier too. I fell asleep in the first quarter of the Dallas game versus the Clippers last night. I didn't watch any of the Suns game. Woke up to see they got smoked. And I'm still not feeling great at all. Tea, honey, lemon, ginger, all that good stuff. Echinacea, elderberry, Zyrtec, all that good stuff. Got it blowing throughout my veins this morning. But I didn't watch any of that. I agree with this comment from Marcus. He said leads are not safe. And Midnight Toker says everyone is getting smoked. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it for today, man. First game up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. Game will be played in Orlando. We got the Magic laying 2 points now. It's home favorites. This line open at 2. I think it opened at 2.5. It does. It's at 2. Total opened at 201.5, and it's about the same. It is up to 202 on some books as well. So I'll get straight to it. I'm on Orlando in this spot. You guys may want to fade it because I've been trash. I've been completely trash, but I did take Orlando in this spot. I talked about really wanting to take Orlando in game 3 when they first got home. And they came out and dominated. I don't expect them to win the game the way that they did in game 3. But, when you look at the Magic, this has been a team. One of the reasons why I wanted to take them in game 3 and I should have just pulled the trigger is because they're much better home team than they are road team. 22-4 straight up. 20-6 against the spread as a home favorite this season. This was the best team as a home favorite this season. They won 5 in a row at the crib to finish the season. And you look at the Cavs team, just 8-14 straight up. Row is road dogs. So today I think it's going to be 8. 7 of their last 8 as road dogs. They had actually been held under their team total. And the reason why I think that's significant is because the Orlando Magic are a defensive-led team. Like, all they want to do is go out there and play defense. And I think Cleveland's role players are going to struggle in this game as well. Now, Donovan Mitchell, I expect him to bounce back. I think he had like 13 points. Darius Garland only had 5 points. Outside of Karis LeVert, nobody on the bench did anything. And Jared Allen, I think, had like 10. Evan Mobley had like 15 or something like that. In game 2, Orlando had an offensive rating of 134.4. I don't think that's gonna happen again. Like, I don't think that offense is gonna be that good. But I do think that Cleveland struggles to score again. In game 2, their offensive rating was a 91.2. Very symbolic of, like I just told you guys, they've been held under their team total in 7 of their last 8 games as road dogs this season. Cleveland shot 16.7% from the 3-point line. That could improve, but I think they'll still be motivated in this spot. One quick trend I wanted to point to before I jump back on some more notes for Orlando, and then we'll move on to the comment section, see what you guys are looking at. Home favorites who won game 3 and are looking at excuse me, and are looking to top series at 2-2 are 30-17 straight up. That's 63.8% in the Killer Sports database. This goes back to, I'm not even sure how far it goes back. They're also 15-3 straight up since the 2012 season. Home favorites in the playoffs this season, 19-5 straight up, and a plus 7.9 in point differential. And you're just asking Orlando to win by 2. 22 times, Orlando finished 20-2 against the spread. They covered 91% of the spreads, and you're just asking them to win the game. They were a plus 18 in point differential, while the Cavs, when they lost games as a road dog, they finished just 2-12 against the spread. On the road as a dog, they were minus 16. This is just saying that, I don't expect the game to be close. If you like the Cavs, take them on the money line. If you like Orlando, I think it's cool. I don't think it's going to be that close of a game. Even though, I don't think it's going to be a 2-point game. I think it's going to be a 3-possession game or more. I don't think it's going to be a 1-possession game. I think it's going to be at least a 2-possession game. So let's see what you guys are saying in the comments here. Let's see. Jeffrey says Suns to win the chip. He said, I didn't say that. Oh no. Maurice says he likes the under. Glenn says I won yesterday on all 3 games on a single parlay. Finally, I'm glad you cashed it. Prince says, oregano oil, Chris. I'm gonna write that down. I've never heard of that. I'll look at the health benefits for sure. BJ says Cavs on the money line, thinking they bounce back today. David says let's get to the counter, brother. What up, Malik? Appreciate you for tapping in. He says happy Saturday, chat. Chad on the opposite side. He says the bounce back spot for the Cavs here. Cavs money line for Jeffrey as well. Buckley. I feel like I had some Buckley before. We got a couple health stores. I'm a health nut. So yeah, I feel like I've had it. It's a sinus infection for sure, but yeah, a lot of mucus, congestion. Appreciate you for sharing this though, Elizabeth. BJ says game 3 was a magic spot. Not here in game 4, in my opinion. Cavs for me. Justin says close to closing on the Cavs first half. Expect them to come out hot after losing by 60. Yeah, I just don't. I think I didn't get into all of it, but I think Orlando's going to continue to dominate the rebound matchup as well. I know Cleveland's been a really good rebounding team. At the crib, though, I think Orlando continues to dominate that. SK says need to go back and watch game 3 highlights. Do you know how they were defending Mitchell? I mean, it was it was Orlando's first home game. I think some of that was it. And Jalen Suggs plays a lot better at home. The role players play a lot better at home. I mean, Jalen Suggs was killing. I think you got to probably look at his points prop as well if you like the Orlando side. Maurice says the Cavs will rebound better. Will they shoot better though? I don't think so. Magic money line for Richard. Chad says they let go of the ropes, so the numbers are very skewed. I agree with this, Chad. I just think that Orlando's the better team at home specifically. Now, when it's tied 2-2, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers will get it done in game 3. I mean, in game 5. But I think it's going to be tied 2-2. JW, I said this already. 8-14 as an away dog. I don't think it was that. what did I tell you guys it was? You're right. 8-14 straight up as road dogs. They lost the last 7 in a row as a road dog as well. And 7 of those 8 as road dogs, they went under their team total, is what I said when I gave you guys the breakdown. Prince says, do you think Cavs rebounding will progress? Allen is worth a lot on his over rebounds. I think so. I do think so. You got to expect some shooting regression from Orlando. Like, they hit a bunch of threes. I don't think that's going to happen again. Like, I'm not coming on here telling you guys Orlando's going to win this game by 20 again. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think that they win the game. I think they're going to be physical. I think they're going to rebound the basketball. I think they're going to shoot better at home. I think they win the game. Let's see what Chad says. He says they had a more experienced team and knew it was only one game and gave up the same energy. Cavs will bounce back and take a 3-1 commanding lead. Opposite side, Chad. Could not disagree with you more, but we'll see how it goes. Buffalo says try some tea tree oil in a diffuser. Helped me a lot when I had bronchitis last month. Appreciate the comments, man. Y'all trying to get me right for sure. I definitely got some tea tree oil and I got a diffuser as well. I hadn't even thought about that. Maybe I'll put it in my office. I never heard of oregano oil either. I had to look into that one. And this is what I said, JW. 20-6 against the spread as home favorites. Was it 20-6? It was, 20-6. And 22-4 straight up. Are the Orlando Magic as home favorites? We the Web says Vicks will get you right. I ain't the big Vicks guy. What up, Tasha? A lot of comments coming in. Justin says, I got to look into that oregano oil. A lot of comments coming in on this oregano oil. Appreciate you guys for that. Justin says, my opinion, regular season trends are useless once the playoffs start. Certain situations, I absolutely agree, Justin. But Orlando smoked the Cleveland Cavaliers. That one has actually been really, really good. And I think the stuff with the Pacers as well has been really, really good against the Bucks. So I think in certain situations, not in the Timberwolves situation, clearly not. But the Lakers couldn't mess with the Denver Nuggets in the regular season. And they haven't been able to mess with them in the playoffs. So I think I agree to a certain extent. Of course, some things are going to be useless, but some things do make sense to keep running with in the playoffs. And Orlando did exactly what they did in the regular season in Game 3. Morgan says, for the playoffs, only live game betting for him. And Brian says, good morning. Orlando today. I don't think Cleveland gets it fixed till they get home. I kind of the numbers kind of agree with this as well. Cavs have not been a great road team throughout the regular season, especially as dogs. B-Dot said this chat gave you the best remedies. Teacher or diffuser and Buckley's. All right, let's go to the next game. I didn't touch the total in this one. Remember, in Game 3, I was on the under at 201, and it goes over by what? 3 points, 2 points on a last second shot, like a shot with like 16 seconds left when they probably should have just ran the clock out. There's been losses like that. The reason why I'm down for the, for the postseason, but it is what it is. I'm not touching this total today. Let's see what you guys think about the Thunder Pelicans. So line opened at 1 in favor of OKC. It's still sitting at 1. There's some 1.5s out there as well. Total did drop from 211 down to 209.5. Really, really difficult for me to take the Pelicans here. I know that, OKC probably going to be super public. I didn't bet the game either, just full transparency. OKC is going to be super public here. But they didn't play as well on the road as they played at home. We got to remember that. I think that's the first thing we got to remember about OKC. 35-8 straight up at home. Only 24-17 straight up on the road. They did win 17 of their 26 road games as road favorites, 65.4%, including 6 straight to finish the regular season. And they finished 2-0 straight up and against the spread against the Pelicans in New Orleans. So for whatever reason, they play well when they play in New Orleans. Of course, no Zion for this game. Outside of the play-in versus the Kings, which another spot I got wrong, the Pels finished the regular season in the first play-in game versus the Lakers on a 6-game home losing streak. When I think about the Pels offense in the half court, they're averaging just 86.3 points per 100 possessions, which is 18th of the 20 teams that actually qualify for the playoffs or the play-in. If they're not getting second chance points, I think it's going to be really hard for them to score the basketball, in my opinion, against OKC. They have won the rebounding battle, I think 43-40 in the first few games. And I think about more X's and O's stuff. So as long as OKC can keep New Orleans off the glass, I already talked about that, limit their second chance points from, Valanciunas and some of those bigs, Larry Nash Jr., and they don't get out rebounded too bad, I think they can win the game. They do have the defenders to throw at CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram has had a terrible series, which he typically plays well, but I think he typically plays so well because Lou Dort typically ends up having to guard Zion. And now you could throw Lou Dort on Brandon Ingram, and it's really, really difficult for Brandon Ingram to be able to score the basketball consistently. OKC's limited New Orleans to just 9 threes a game in the first 2 games so far. And this Pelicans team, which I think of as a jump shot shooting team, especially without Zion, they're shooting 27% from the three-point line. Thunder also, they went 3-0 straight up and against the spread this season when they were facing the team that they just played. So any kind of back-to-back situations, they won all 3 games. And the Pels finished just 0-2 straight up as home dogs without Zion this season. So I lean OKC, but I didn't play it. I think if you like the Pels, you take them first half, since they've been the second best first half team this season. With the season on the line in front of their home fans, OKC being a young team and it being their first playoff game on the road, I do think that the Pels, desperation spot, I think that they could keep it close early, but I think the Thunder win the game. And I know me and Chad was talking about this one in the comments, and I said I like the Pels, for the series at plus, what was it? I think it was plus 2.5 games. Not without Zion, though. Like the way game 2 happened was how I kind of projected game 1 to happen, and it didn't happen like that. I just think that the Thunder have really, really good defenders to be able to throw at the Pelicans. And I see the Pelicans continuing to struggle to score. They haven't scored close to 100 points in the 2 games that they played so far. So those are my thoughts on the game. Like I said, I didn't play this one. Let's see what you guys are saying about this one. Tasha, going back to the last game, she said she thinks that the Cavs can win. Richard said he's taking Celtics -9, Magic money line, Lakers money line. Tasha said she's on the Pels. JW said he liked the Pels. BJ says Pels first half. Richard says Pels money line. J Gill says Pels first half, get in and get out. BJ says Chris, Pels are favorite first half, but dogs full game. I'm on the Pels first half money line, get in and get out. So a lot of people like the Pels in the first half, and it makes sense. Prince says, still talk about oregano oil, says comes in oils and gels. Get the gel and prebiotic gels. my last health comment. You know what? I'm gonna mess around and forget this. So I'm gonna write it down real quick. Oregano oil. Never heard of it in my life. And I know a lot about health stuff, but I appreciate y'all in the chat, man. I'm definitely gonna look into this, and I gotta run out later, so I'll probably grab it. Let's see what else. Brian says Pels is the only way I see it first half. And play as well. Gotta believe me, bounce back. JW says OKC 12-14 against the spread as road favorites. Yeah, I did see that. You really just asked them to win the game, though, JW, which is why I didn't point that out, because they don't have to cover a big number here. You take them on the money line, they're -112, and they did finish 24-17 as road favorites this season. Real quick, let's look at the Thunder. So as road favorites, they finished 17-9 straight up, 65.4%. So I mean, you're really just asking them to win the game. They were a +4 in point differential. And if you look at them when they were a short road favorite, 3 points or less, 6-6 straight up, 5-7 against the spread. But they beat the Pelicans 119-112. They beat the Pelicans 107-83. So like I mentioned, they match up really, really well with this team without Zion being there. Really difficult for me to take the Pels here, even though I understand that, a lot of people probably going to be on the Thunder. It looks really easy to take the Thunder -1. And this line is wrong too. This should say Thunder. This should say Pels +1. They're not laying 1. So that's my fault. My apologies there. Thad says OKC going to clamp them up again. Lingowick says I'm here for Lakers +3 play today. Okay, we're gonna get there in a second. Chad says a line on this one finally, Chris. So he likes the Pels. Chad likes the Thunder here with me. And I know he liked them in game 2 as well. So shout out to Chad. Chad, I know Chad makes some money. Sports betting for sure. B-Dot says, no, Zion, get the brooms out. When they double Shea, Chet will eat. If Jalen Williams get 15, it's a blowout. Okay. Trace says Thunder going to beat them by 10. So now we're starting to get some Thunder love. At the beginning, we had all Pelicans love. Florence says, you think the Pels cook tonight, bro? I think if you like them, you play them early, Florence. I talked about that already. Frankie says, Chris, I didn't know you were going live. Actually, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I won't even do a show today. I felt so bad last night. I was like, that's why I didn't schedule it. Y'all know I typically schedule my shows the night before. So everybody know what time, especially on the weekend. I felt so bad last night. I was like, I ain't even doing a show today. But I felt a little bit better when I woke up. Like I said, I went to sleep dumb early last night. I was asleep by like 8 o'clock. I woke up this morning at 6 with like 14 hours of sleep. So yeah. Not 14, with 10 hours of sleep. Florence says, I don't think they go down 0-3 like the rest of these garbage teams. Okay. Lingowick says Thunder first quarter and first half. I'm not overthinking it. Okay. Keith says take an emergency and stir it up with hot water. Yeah, I take emergency as well, Keith. I definitely got some of those. I haven't taken any recently, but I need all the vitamins I can get, man. What else y'all saying? Tasha likes the first half over 52.5. Dano says OKC first road game since April the 7th. That's a long time at the crib on the same rims in the same gym. That's a fact. You know, I hadn't thought about that. That's 20 days. Damn. Okay. Says, but you can tell me after the Shea and Shet show last game, anyone can think the Pels have a chance. Thunder winning the game straight up. T Money says. A lot of comments coming in. I'm trying to read all of them. What up, 3-time? Appreciate you for tapping in. Jordan says OKC -2.5 for plus money here. He likes him to not even be close. And Tony says, you need a winner. I need one too. So I need a couple. And we talked about Shet over his 25.5 points plus rebounds. Really good matchup with Valanciunas. And you can think about the X's and O's. It makes a lot of sense here, Chad. Valanciunas doesn't want to get stretched out to the 3-point line. He's very vulnerable out there. And Shet's going to extend the floor, stretch the floor, make Valanciunas take him away from the rim so he gets less rebounds. And I think that's why Shet, shot the ball so well in game 2. He went over the points plus rebounds in game 1 and 2. I think he's 4 for 4 now on the season. He went over in game 1, went over in game 2, and on the regular season, he was 2-0 as well. So I want to say he's 4-0 to the over on his points plus rebounds. Anybody looking for a prop? Not something that I bet, but I did endorse it in game 3. In game 2. Lingowick says, put an onion in your sock and get some rest. My mom used to do that to me when I was growing up. Put an onion in my sock. All right, let's keep moving, man. We got the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat for game number 3 today. Celtics laying 9.5 on the road. Total is sitting at 203.5 when I made the graphics about 30 minutes ago, and I think that's pretty standard across all the sports books and shops. This line opened at 8. Boston was laying 8, and you see it go up to 9.5 here. Excuse me. So this is the spot where I think Boston bounces back. I like them first half. Didn't bet it yet, but I'm going to bet it. Or did I bet it? I think I did bet it. I got to send it out to the members. This might have been one. I don't know if I hit the button or not. No, I didn't hit the button. So it's still sitting in my bet slip here. But I'm going to be on Boston first half here, minus the 5.5. I think Boston full game is also in play. And it's not a fade of, the Miami Heat. It's more so about the Boston Celtics kind of stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do here. I expect them to bounce back after their brutal home loss as a 14.5 point favorite in game 2. Expect them to be a lot more focused here. We got to remember Boston was the best first half team in the league, not just at home, but they were better on the road as well. They finished 30-11 against the spread in the first half on the road. By far the best team. It wasn't even close. They were +8 in the first half this season when they were coming off a loss as a double-digit favorite. So that speaks to the bounce back. And then you look at home dogs, man. I didn't realize this, but big home dogs in the playoffs, they typically get smoked. And I know Spoelstra is a different monster. I totally get it. But home dogs get 9 points or more are 2-17-1 against the spread in the 20 times that it's actually happened. I mean, that speaks volumes to, the road team that's laying 9 points typically get the job done. I mean, it's got to be a lot for you to lay double digits on the road in a playoff game. 2-17-1 against the spread in the 20 times that has happened in the Killer Sports database are home dogs getting 9 points or more. Home dogs getting 9 points or more in game 3, specifically 1-6 against the spread, dating back to the 2009 season. They're losing by an average of 20 points, and they are -13 in the first half in point differential. Excuse me. Home dogs are 9 points or more coming off a win as a dog, or 0-4 straight up and against the spread. They're losing games by 23 points. So, like I said, expect Boston to bounce back here on the offensive side. Game 2 saw their offensive rating at just 107.4 points per 100 possessions, while Miami, they couldn't miss a 3. And I think that's the regression that comes here. Now, if Miami gets hot, the game's going to go over. And, Boston may not cover this full spread. But, looking at you all saw it if you watched the game. Miami shot 23 for 43 from the three-point line. They had an offensive rating of a 119.4. I'm just not banking on that happening again. And if it does, if they can pull it together and do that consistently without Jimmy Butler, maybe they could win the series. But I don't see it happening again here. Miami, for whatever reason, we got to remember they played much better on the road throughout the regular season than they did at home. They finished the regular season 0-10 straight up, 1-9 against the spread as a home dog. And in the last four of their last 5 games as a dog versus the Dallas Mavericks, the Golden State Warriors, the Denver Nuggets, and the Los Angeles Clippers, they failed to reach 96 points or better. So I think their team total is sitting at 97.5 right now. And it's not juiced either on FanDuel. I think that's in play for today as well. Because of their poor offense, especially as home dogs, they actually finished 5-0 to the under as well to finish out the regular season. And a lot of it, like I said, was them failing to reach 96 points against teams that I don't think are as good as the Boston Celtics. So I like Boston first half, -5.5 here. Like I said, it's just sitting in the best slip. Just got sidetracked. I'm actually betting it right now. It'd be a 1-unit play for me, Boston first half, -5.5 here. So, and I couldn't talk anybody off the full game either. Let's see what you guys are thinking here. He says Smoothie, going back to the last game, he said Smoothie King Center is the best arena to shoot threes. Definitely looking at CJ 2.5 threes, possibly 4. Yeah, this was something I disagree with you here, Keith. This was something that I talked about on the Propcast with taking his 3-pointers under. The line was at 3.5. I think he's shooting like 17% in the series. I know he's back home now, but OKC's been a very elite defensive team from the 3-point line. I think they're the best 3-point defense of any team in the playoffs so far. And I think they understand the game plan. Mark Daigneault understands that, without Zion, the Pelicans just want to shoot threes. And I think, OKC defense from the 3-point line, not to say that it's going to be good as it was in game 1 and game 2, but I do think that they struggle. I definitely think that they struggle. But don't let me talk to you all. TW says the books are baiting you into that OKC 17-9 as a way favorite straight up. Line would have been OKC -4.5 without Zion if they were going to win straight up. So 12-14 against the spread as a way favorites. Tell me Pels win. You could be right, JW. I didn't bet the game, but I'm not betting on the Pels. If I do like the Pels, like I said, I'm taking them first half. They don't like Ingram over 7.5 field goals made. -140 juicy, but it's playable. He went 5 for 10 last game with 18 points. And this is what I said as well, Trace. I don't know if people listen to me or not, but I did say the Pels finished the season 0-6. Outside of the win that they got against the Kings in the play-in game, they finished 0-6 straight up and against the spread in their last 6 home games. Adam says Ingram on his 5.5 assists. He's under in 5 straight. Couldn't talk you off here, Adam. I did see that Coach Willie Green said that they were going to try to run the offense through him a little bit more. So role players play better at home. I can see 5.5 is a lot though. Like you need a lot to go right. So I think I lean towards the under with you here also. BJ says Celtics smoke these boys. I have the line. I have this line opening at 7.5. Okay. Chad says a line, but not betting it. Zombie Heat. Burned them too many times. Could see that. Justin likes the Celtics team total over 106.5. He said he put it in his pocket. Tasha says she got Boston first half at -5. SK likes Hero 7 assists. He said he had 14 and 21 potential assists in the previous 2 games. The Spoelstra talking about the importance of his playmaking here. I couldn't talk you off of this, SK. Adam also likes Boston team total over. And he says the first half, for me, Hami Jaquez points has been absolutely really good, Chad. He's somebody I don't talk about too much on this show, man. A lot of respect and love for Hami Jaquez Jr. That dude is amazing. Being in the draft class that he's in, he typically gets overlooked, but he's a hooper. I love Hami Jaquez Jr. He's fearless, plays hard, in a great system down there with Spoelstra, shoots the ball, defends, rebounds, and I like that he can score at all 3 levels too. Big Hami Jaquez fan. Let's see. Chad says they will counter Heat's threes by pushing them off the 3-point line, which should leave Hami Jaquez with a lot of off backdoor type easy baskets. I can see that. You definitely want to give up points in the paint versus giving them up from the 3-point line, and I agree with this comment from Chad here. Buffalo says he took Tatum first quarter points at 7+, plus 200 odds. He did not play well. Princess Chris, you were the only one to pick the Heat game 2 with Cal Ski in the game. Yeah, that's about all I got right. But and I didn't even bet it. I was just a lean. But yeah, I probably should have. I mean, I definitely should have played. I'm not into fading Spoelstra off a loss, off a 30-point loss. I'm probably never going to fade Spoelstra off a 20-point loss. That's just, I mean, y'all should know. If you know about Miami Heat and Spoelstra being there since 2008, you know already. Joe says never go wrong with Boston first half. Chad says definitely first half over full game if you like Boston. And I agree with that. That's why I bet it. Lingowick says hard for me not to take the Heat on the money line. Plus the Celtics might be hungover. Could not disagree with this more. Definitely disagree with this, Lingowick. But let me talk you off. Oscar says he likes the over. Old lady says thanks, Chris. Get well. Appreciate the comment. Glenn likes Boston in the over. Chad says if you're going back, Chet threes is a great look. Jonas in that drop coverage leaves him wide open, top of the key, and he's one of the best percentage top of the key 3 shooters. I like this, Chat. I like it a lot, man. I could not talk you off. Brian says Heat money line plus the 9.5. Hard to back Boston for me. Miami a different animal in the playoffs. And Antonio says love the Heat with 10. So plus 10 there. Morgan likes Jason Tatum, first quarter points over 4.5 here. And Chad says, yeah, Spo's on a different level. He absolutely is. This dude's different. Douglas says Celtics to win both halves, plus 135. And Celtics to win all 4 quarters at plus 800. I worry about the Celtics, man, and them winning each quarter. And that's why you see it at plus 800 here. The only way I see the Celtics winning every single quarter is if I don't see the Celtics winning every quarter. They're just not a team that locks in for the full game. You would really need the Celtics, in my opinion, you would need the Celtics to play down to competition again and them to barely squeak out. Because I feel like if they win a quarter by 10, they lose in the next quarter. Go through and look at the box scores. Like we saw what happened in game 1. They ended up winning the game by 20, but they lost the 4th quarter by 20. So I don't like that as much, Douglas. But if you think it's going to be a closely contested game the whole game, Boston's going to be up by 3 or 4 at the end of each quarter, then I think that's a pretty good look. All right, let's get over to the last game on the board today. I actually played this one. This is the first play that I gave out. I sent it out 25 seconds after game 3 was over, and I took Dallas on the money line. I took Denver on the money line here. It was minus 135 on DraftKings when it first opened. This one was pretty easy for me. I think this series is over. I think the Lakers I think this souls is broken. Denver owns us. Let's see. What's the money line right now? Minus 157 on Bet Rivers. Maybe you alter down to minus 1.5 or something. I think you could take the spread honestly too. It's up to 3.5 now. Though. Opened at 2. Then quickly went to 2.5, then 3, then 3.5. That's where it is now. So Denver's beat us 11 straight, and I'm a diehard Laker fan, but I'm trying to make some money. Denver's beat us 11 straight games now. Home dogs down 0-3 in a game 4 are 18-41 straight up, which means that they win game 4 just 30.5% of the time, which means that they lose the other 69.5% of the time. So 69.5% trend says that Denver wins here. In the 11 games, in the 11 straight wins since the start of last season, when the Nuggets have beaten my Lakers, they're 7-3-1 against the spread, winning by an average of 8 points. They've covered 7 of the last 8 spreads against the Lakers. The Lakers are 0-2 in playoff series with LeBron James in the LeBron James era in elimination games. So they get swept. Like, this is not LeBron James from the Cleveland Cavaliers days when they came back against the Golden State Warriors. They're 0-2 in the playoffs with LeBron in elimination games. They lost to the Phoenix Suns back in 2021. And of course, they lost to the Denver Nuggets by 2 points against the last year in the same exact spot. Denver is also 4-1 straight up in elimination games since the playoffs started last season. In the 3 games that Denver has actually been road favorites since the start of the postseason last year, they're 3-0 straight up and against the spread, and they're plus 12 in point differential. So especially with the way Minnesota smoked Phoenix last night, I do think that they both teams are already looking towards playing against each other, and you don't want to make it an extra game here. You want to go ahead and put the Lakers out of their misery. I see no reason why the Denver Nuggets don't do that again. And it was a lot of people in the comment section. Some of y'all probably still here. A lot of people in the comment section that was like, Lakers money line, take the Lakers. Told you guys it's never that easy for the Lakers. They just, for whatever reason, man, it don't even matter who it is. Jamal Murray game winner, Aaron Gordon playoff career high, Jokic triple-double. Like, the Lakers just can't beat this team. They just match up really, really poorly. They don't have a lot of rebounders outside of LeBron and Anthony Davis. The role players play like trash, super inconsistent. And then somebody for Denver gets hot, whether it's Michael Porter Jr. from the 3-point line, Jamal Murray. Like, they're just a bigger team, more physical team than the Lakers. And nobody can stop Jokic either. So I took Denver when this one opened. Took Denver when this one opened on the money line at minus 135. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. Tasha says definitely on AD and Jokic over rebounds, and put it in a parlay in the Lakers first half money line at plus 118. Nav says I think Miami covers the spread, but Boston wins. Chad says bring the brooms out. Go ahead and start sweeping that trash up in LA. 1, 2, 3 Cancun tonight. Jabari says I don't even think Bron is going to try today. And you know what? I'm not even going to. You could be right, Jabari. Let's just say that. DJ Prop says LeBron said it's just basketball. His mindset is already on Kinko. He did say that. He said it's just basketball, man. It's just basketball. They got up and left. The Denver Nuggets have broken my Lakers spirit, man. This game is over. Tonio says Lakers are trash. I don't think the Lakers are trash. I think the role players, D'Angelo Russell going 0 for 7 from the floor again, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line, not joining the huddle. Man, this team is disconnected for sure. Brian says no way I can take my Lakers, but wouldn't it be just like them to win this game with me on Denver? It would, until you realize that they are playing Denver and they haven't beaten them in 12 straight games. Darvin Scam got to go too. BK says, yeah, he did say that, Chad. He definitely said that. He said it in the post-game interview, him and AD. I watched the whole set. It's a 7-minute interview with him and AD getting questioned, getting a whole bunch of questions. So yeah, just go back in. If you look at the beat writer list that I got on Twitter, Chad, it's in there. Go back. You just got to scroll and find it. But Mike Trudell, the beat writer for the Lakers, tweeted it out. I'm pretty sure that's where I saw that. Justin said, this is a layup with one hand behind your back. If you know, you know. I'm pretty sure that means Denver. Lamar says, as a Laker fan, they got me in hell right now. They shouldn't be that way though, Lamar. Like, not me. Like I'm not. I don't even get frustrated when the Lakers lose to Denver because I kind of expect it. You know, it's all about expectations. When they lost game 1, they lost game 2, my expectations just got lower and lower. And it's the way that they lose. Jamal Murray game winner, having a double-digit lead in the first half in every single game. And don't fall for the okie doke, Lamar. Don't do it, man. Don't let the Lakers impact your mental health. I don't let them impact mine. Jay Gill says, I have been great in spots fading the Lakers all season. Do not feed in the narratives. Lakers are getting swept tonight. I agree. Now it says Lakers winning this. They can't get swept one game at a time. Oh man, okay. I was laughing at somebody in this game. Somebody said LeBron not gonna lose, and I just started busting out laughing when we did the game 3 looks. When we did game 3, like LeBron not gonna lose. If you think it's all on LeBron, best of luck to you. Jay Click says Denver 100 points in the first 3 quarters at plus 1400, just a sprinkle. Okay. BK says feels like Bron might go off tonight though. Even if he does, Bron's been playing well. Him and AD. AD is the first Lakers since Shaq, I think, or Wilt Chamberlain to have 30 point, 10 rebound game in 3 straight games to open the series for the Lakers. And we still lost every single game. So, I mean, it don't matter how good Anthony Davis and LeBron play. Unless Austin Reeves going for 25 and D'Angelo Russell somehow, goes for 20 again and Rui Hachimura can knock down some shots. The Lakers they don't defend the 3 well. Denver's going to outshoot them. They don't shoot the 3 well when they play against teams that can defend the 3 well. They don't do a great job of rebounding. Nobody wants smoke with Aaron Gordon in the paint. Nobody can stop Jamal Murray. None of our guards, man. This is if you betting on the Denver Nuggets, if you betting on the Lakers, man, call the number. And I don't even mean the 1-800 gambling number. I mean the 988 number. You're probably going through some kind of mental health crisis if you bet on the Lakers here. Let's see. Frank says, I'll go down betting on Bron tonight over his 26.5 points. Marcus says, will not back Denver when they can close out at home at home next game. Lakers first half. Okay. Lakers first half or full game, Marcus? Best of luck if you bet them full game, man. Chad says, I've been on Denver all 4 games now. You up a lot of money then, Chad. Shout out to you. Dano says, gentleman's sweep. So he's taking the Lakers tonight. Trey says, D-Lo done. Reeves can drop 30 with AD and Bron doing their thing. Still won't be enough. And this is where I'm at with it too. Still won't be enough. They just own us, man. Joe says, agree. A lot makes sense for Denver, but the Lakers always win when we don't expect them. Can't touch the game. Couldn't talk you off, stand off of it, Joe. What else should I say in here? Lingowick says, my script is to bet the Lakers plus 3.5 pregame, then find a live bet on the game to go to overtime once either team is down 12 to 20 points in the game. Okay. The Glowing says Lakers might be done. Already reports coming out that D-Lo is opting out. And Ham is on the hot seat, might be over. Why force a game 5? Yeah, why go back to Denver just to lose in Denver? Like, Lakers ain't won in Denver since who knows when. Like, what you going back to Denver for? It's cold. You can just go ahead and start your vacation now. Joseph says Lakers thinking more about how he's going. LeBron thinking more about how he's going to play with Lil Bronny than win the championship. What up, Meek? Blaming the coaches and players are counterproductive when you have to just give the Nuggets credit. That's what it really comes down to. They own my Lakers. That's what it comes down to. The Lakers are not that bad of a team. They just can't beat the Denver Nuggets. If they played anybody else, maybe they should have avoided the loss to the Pelicans so they could have got a better matchup. Not sure they would have beat the Kings either, but they might be rethinking that decision. Let's put it like that. Because they knew that if they won the game against the Pelicans, they were going to get the Nuggets. Not what you wanted, though. Not what you wanted. Saint says, you got a result spreadsheet, bro? I do. I've shared it before, but yeah, I definitely got a result spreadsheet. Saints, I track all my plays. Definitely. Steve says he's taking Allen and Mobley, Jared Allen and Garland to get at least 10 points. I have no thoughts on that. Dante says LeBron not getting back on that plane. I wouldn't either. It's just basketball, Meek says. Nuggets game again. Man, it's a lot of comments, man. I'm trying to get to all of them. Bernie says, what up, Chris? Lakers lead and Denver wins. Says Laker pick up and win this game. I can feel it in my soul. Not in mine, I'm very connected with this Laker team. That's not in my soul at all. All right. I think we didn't talk about this game enough. I see a lot of this must be the game of the day because a lot of people talking about it. I agree with this comment. I said this too after game 3. Denver is the Lakers' daddy. I absolutely agree. Trey says Lakers 3-0 in the first half. They are. Shout out to who been cashing? Somebody been cashing in the chat with Lakers first half the entire series. Self-made Michi says Lakers won't get swept today. They're gonna get one. Nah. Not at all. Not at all, in my opinion. All right, and I didn't touch the total in this game. I just played the side, Lakers on the money line. So let's get into a quick recap. This is what I gave out. Orlando minus the 2. Already bet it. Sent it out to the members. Boston, first half minus the 5.5. Just bet it. Got to send it out to the members. Definitely shop around because you can lay some crazy vig on that 5.5. But it's a minus 110 on BetMGM if you guys got access to it. So not laying a lot of vig there. And then I sent out Denver. Like I said, I sent out Denver money line when it was at minus 135. I laid his points with him too, but I haven't, this full disclosure. And I do think OKC is the right side as well. I just didn't bet it. You guys see us on the short list. Matter of fact, let me move this comment real quick. It's on the short list. But I think OKC wins the game as well with no Zion there. They play well in New Orleans. And I know a lot of people going to be on the Pelicans today. It looks super easy to take OKC. I just think that they can get the job done here. And take a commanding 3-0 lead against the Pelicans here today. I think they'll be fired up to win this game. Just haven't bet it yet, man. And that's the show for today. That's it. Let's see. What else? Y'all said anything else in the comments? Justin says he appreciate the show. Appreciate you for tapping in, Justin, and being a member, man. Let's see. Brian says Denver executes so well down the stretch. Very hard to be going. Take a phenomenal effort from the 3-point line, and that's not gonna happen. And I agree with this, Brian. Denver's execution is flawless, especially against the Lakers. Tasha says, Chris, hot green tea and lemon and a shot of tequila will help you. I don't know about tequila, but that's what's in here. I got lemon ginger tea with real lemon and real ginger and some honey in here, and I need a refill, so I'm about to get off of here. What up, PJ? He says, what up, Chris? Lakers bounce back, right? Absolutely not. Nah. They don't bounce back. They bounce back next year. Not even sure if Bron gonna be on the not even sure if Bron gonna be on the team. Nuggets and under, Glenn says. Meek says he's on OKC minus the 1. Good luck tonight, Chad. Appreciate you for tapping in as always, my brother. And Tasha says, feel better, Chris. My guy Fred. What up, Fred? I saw Lance at Food Line the other day, Fred, and we were talking about you, bro. Hope everything well with you and the fam, man. He says, nice show, taking Orlando. Yeah, I don't think it's the flu. It don't feel like the flu. It feels like a sinus infection where I would typically need a steroid shot, like prednisone or something like that. It's just all upper respiratory stuff, man. I'll be all right, though. Resources for you guys are all listed here. This is how I handicap the game. Check these out. Definitely check out OddsJam. You guys see them down here at the bottom. Best sports betting software in the entire universe, in my opinion. And you guys can sign up and get 25% off your first month using code CBC, so you can try it out, see if you like it. If you got questions, shoot me a DM on Twitter or just drop it in the comment section. I can answer it for you guys as well. And that's the show for today, man. If you felt it helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button, especially if you haven't already. Share the show, that'd be great, and subscribe if you're new and you're not a member, not here. Subscribe to the channel already. The link for all my official plays when I do make them is in the comments, and we will turn things around, man. I'm 100% positive and confident in myself. We're down right now, but we'll get it back. Bet responsibly. Best of luck, man. I'll catch you guys. I will be on with Cal. My guy Cal Kerms at 11:30 as well, breaking these games down all over again. So I see some of you guys. I know a lot of Cal's big in the space. A lot of you guys probably already subscribed to his channel, and if you haven't, I would definitely recommend doing so. Cal's a really good dude that caps pretty much every single sport that you can think of. So that's the show for today, man. Best of luck on all your action. Appreciate you guys for tapping in as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. I'm out.